You look at trees, and you label them just so. For trees are trees, and growing is to grow. You walk the earth and tread with solemn pace, one of the many minor globes of space. A star is a star, some matter in a ball, compelled to courses mathematical, amid the regimented, cold, inane, where destined atoms are each moment slain. At bidding of a will to which we bend, and must but only dimly comprehend, great processes march on as time unrolls, from dark beginnings to uncertain goals. And as on a page, o'erwritten without clue, with script and limning packed of various hue, an endless multitude of forms appear, some grim, some frail, some beautiful, some queer, each alien except as kin from one, remote origo, gnat, man, stone, and sun. God made the petrous rock, the arboreal trees, Tellurian earth, and stellar stars, and these, homuncular men, who walk upon the ground, with nerves that tingle, touched by light and sound, the movement of the trees, the wind in boughs, green grass, the large, slow oddity of cows, thunder and lightning, birds that wheel and cry, slime crawling up from the mud to live and die. These each are dully registered and print the brain's contortions with a separate dint. Yet trees are not trees until so named and seen, and were never so named until those had been whose speech involuted breath unfurled, faint echo and dim picture of the world. But neither record nor photograph, being divination, judgment, and a laugh, response by those that felt a stir within, by deep monitions, movements that were of kin, to life and death, of trees, of beasts, of stars, free captives undermining shadowy bars, digging the foreknown from experience, panning the vein of the spirit out of sense. Great powers they slowly brought out of themselves, and looking backward they beheld the elves, who wrought on cunning forges of the mind, and light and dark on secret looms entwined. He sees no stars who does not see them first, of living silver made, that sudden burst aflame like flowers beneath an ancient song, whose very echo after music long has since pursued. There is no firmament, only a void, unless a jeweled tent, myth-woven and elf-patterned. There is no earth, unless a mother's womb from whence all have birth. The heart of man is not compound of lies, but draws some wisdom from the only wise, and recalls him still, though now long estranged. Man is not wholly lost, nor wholly changed. Disgraced he may be, yet is not dethroned, and keeps the rags of lordship once he owned. His world dominion by creative act, his to worship the great artifact. Man, sub-creator, the refracted light, through whom is splintered from a single white, into many hues, and endlessly combined, in living shapes that move from mind to mind. Though all the crannies of the world we filled, with elves and goblins, though we dared to build gods in their houses of dark and light, and sow the seeds of dragons, 'twas our right, used or misused, that right has not decayed. We make still by the law in which we were made. Yes, wish-fulfillment dreams we spin to cheat, our timid hearts an ugly fact defeat. Whence came the wish, and whence came the power to dream, of some things fair and others ugly deem? All wishes are not futile, nor in vain. Fulfillment we devise, for pain is pain, not of itself to be desired, but ill, or else to strive or to subdue the will, alike are graceless. And of evil this alone is deadly certain. Evil is. Blessed are the timid hearts that evil hates, that quail in its shadow, yet shut the gate, that seek no parley, but in a guarded room, though small and bare, upon a clumsy loom, weave tissues gilded by the far-off day, hoped and believed in under the sway. Blessed are the men of Noah's race that build their little arks, though frail and poorly filled, and steer through winds contrary towards a wraith, a rumor of a harbor guessed by faith. Blessed are the legend makers with their rhyme of things not found within recorded time. It is not they that have forgot the night, or bid us flee to organized delight, in lotus isles of economic bliss, forswearing souls to gain a Circe kiss. And counterfeit at that, machine-produced, bogus seduction of the twice seduced. Such isles they saw far, and ones more fair, and those that hear them yet may yet beware. They have seen death and ultimate defeat, but they would not in despair retreat, but oft to victory turned the lyre, and kindled hearts with legendary fire, illuminating now when dark hath been, with the light of suns as yet by no man seen. In paradise, perchance, the eye may stray from gazing upon the everlasting day, to see the day illumined, and renew from mirrored truth the likeness of the true. Then looking on the blessed land 'twill see that all is as it is, and yet made free. Salvation changes not, nor yet destroys garden nor gardener, children nor their toys. Evil it will not see, for evil lies not in God's picture, but in crooked eyes, not in the source, but in malicious choice, and not in the sound, but in the tuneless voice. In paradise they look no more awry, and though they make anew, they make no lie. Be sure they still will make, not being dead, and poets shall have flames upon their head, and harps whereon their faultless fingers fall, there each shall choose forever from the all.